How do? Man walks into a petrol station. No, this isn't a joke. Come on, kid. True story. I've got a young person with me in the car who I'm responsible for. I left them in the car, walked into a petrol station. It's a local petrol station where I work. Bit like walking into one of them robberies that's going on in a place, yeah. 4 lads, couple wheels up, couple without, could see all the faces. 15, 16-year-old, biggest, about my size. I looked at the counter. I've got to sneak my way round the counter to pay for the goods that I picked up outside. The woman, like I say, is pulling a whitey. She looks terrified. I walks to the front past these lads, they all eyeball me. In my head, you know what I'm thinking, lads. I goes up to the counter, I says, "You all right, love?" "No, I'm not." "Would you like me to stay here? I'm not quite sure what's going on." "No, I'm all right, thank you. I've phoned the police." I turns around and look, these lads are just helping themselves to everything. Energy drinks on the floor. So not only are they helping themselves to things, they're then making a mess in the store. Chocolate, flapjacks, opening biscuits. A bit of loss me what to do. You know, old school and that. This lass is terrified. I can't stay forever. I've got a young person in car. So I start to make my way out at the store. I said, "I think you've had enough, haven't you, lads?" So they're all staring at me. Bit more emphasis. "Think you've had enough, haven't you, lads?" Might have even swore. They chuck down what they've got and they walk out of the store. "Stevie?" I goes and gets in the car. They're strolling, yeah? So I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on? The young person in the car says to me, "What's going on?" Bit of an atmosphere. So I explained to him, the 4 young lads there have just been robbing the place. "Really?" "Yeah, really." "What did you do?" I said, "I asked them politely to leave." We sets off in the car and goes past these lads. They're not arsed. They're not running. They weren't trying to hide their faces. The place was cameraed up. There's a couple of things about this. The first one is the lass behind the counter was of a certain age. Probably a mum. Probably needed the job. It'll have definitely happened that before. Probably needs a job like we all do. She was terrified. So next day, if she's on shift, she'll be going back. Every time you's walk in the store, probably terrified, but needs a job. Them lads weren't asked. So I'm thinking to myself, are the police even going to turn up? And if they turn up, what are they going to do? I don't think there's a lot they can do. We are allowing our society to get like this. 4,000 people in the last 18 months, these are crime figures, have committed sexual offences, been found guilty. They're offences against kids, or including offences against kids, yeah, and they've walked away from court with no prison. So found guilty of sexual offences, 4,000 people, 18 months, walked away from court. Yeah, prisons are full. Do you know what? Our criminal justice system shouldn't be looking at prisons being full. If someone commits a sexual offence, and usually people start low, minor sexual offences, flashing and the like, and escalate, then they need locking up. If you, as part of the criminal justice system, judge or whatever, are concerned about the prisons being full, then what we do is we look at all them people, and we've done this before, who were in prison with less than 12 months to go, and we work something out. We work a tag out, we work licence conditions or whatever. and we released 5,000 odd people, or however many are in their last 12 months. I don't know what that figure will be. And we locked those 4,000 people up. Yeah? Court report. Assault on a police officer. Yeah, a bad assault. Requiring stitches. 17-year-old walks out of court. No prison sentence. Why? You've assaulted somebody, let alone the fact it's a female, a lass. Yeah, you've hit them with a weapon, whatever that is. Yeah, and they needed stitches. You should be going to prison, not walking out. It's getting worse, guys. I've had a cut. Come here, you. Yeah, I need you today. Right, lads and lasses. I weren't gonna come out and vlog today. That, the other day, pissed me off. It happened, I saw it, I thought about it for a couple of days. Yeah, I was thinking about the poor lass. I've had a couple of weeks that haven't been so good. You know, when things happen, things break, cars, motorbikes, stuff like that, things that are going on in life. But yeah, it's concerning and worrying what's going on. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. If you've been with me the last 2 weeks, I've got to apologise. My head's not been in the game. Honesty is the best policy. I've answered a few today. I've got a few people to phone up. If you'd like to come on the channel, you know, get in touch, get someone to drop an email. Let's get it on. There's a few people who live too far away to interview. I'm going to be doing either Zoom or StreamYard interviews with them. And away we go. I'll try and get out vlogging Friday and Sunday, get some content out. There's a lot been going on. Some deeply disturbing stuff going on. Big organisations, yeah, you know, trying to dictate policy to me and you about how we live as lives. Stevie, come here, kid. Thanks to everyone who supported the channel, everyone who's been on the channel, guests, past, present and future. Continued support, comment section, supporting guests. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Listen, anyone needs to get in touch. If you're struggling or whatever, please do. Don't be put off by this video. This channel helps a lot. Meeting people helps a lot. Stevie, parting as always, main man, thanks for coming, Al City.